Moderator Jordan Wynn, the NAON Education Coordinator, will notify me at the end of the presentation during the Q&A portion of any questions received. Okay, let's get started. During today's webinar, we'll be discussing the following: the expected audience, the joint connection, exhibitor resource page, registration, housing, exhibit space, exhibitor service kit, shipping, exhibitor marketing kit, and upcoming deadlines. There's a lot to cover, so let's jump right in. As I mentioned, I'm Linda Trummel, the NAON Trade Show Manager. I've been working with NAON for the past 7 years and can assist with any logistical questions you have leading up to the event. I'd also like to introduce my mate, Sarah Appleton, NAON's National Sales Director. You've all likely already talked with Sarah in securing your booth. However, if you need to add any items to your package, such as lead retrieval, she is the person to reach out to. The mission of the National Association of Orthopedic Nurses is to advance the specialty of orthopedic nursing through excellence in research, education, and nursing practice. On-site in Albuquerque, we are expecting close to 1,000 attendees and over 30 exhibiting companies. Who are the attendees? 70% have more than 10 years of experience, 45% have more than 20 years of experience, and 27% work in a managerial role. This will be a great opportunity to be in front of a very experienced group and also share your knowledge with some new to the industry as well. Also, the most common positions our attendees hold are staff nurse, nurse manager, supervisor coordinator, nurse practitioner, and instructor educator. So what is the Joint Connection? The Joint Connection began in 2015. It is an innovative take on a traditional exhibit hall, which immerses attendees in one all-you-can-do area. Attendees can network with exhibitors, chat with each other, enjoy a snack, watch a presentation at the stage, or take a quick break. If the nurses are not in a session, we want them to be in the Joint Connection, taking advantage of everything it has to offer. 2018 is our 4th year for the Joint Connection. It's been going very, very well. All the nurses tend to congregate in that area, and so we're excited to have it again. So here is a map of the Joint Connection. There are 6 key areas in addition to the exhibitors. The first is the NAON Resource Center, which was down here in the right-hand corner. It's a place for attendees to go and buy NAON merchandise, educational and practice resources, and ask about membership. The second is the Joint Connection Lounge, which is the center focus here. It provides a place for attendees to relax, charge their phone, and network with one another. The Creativity Zone in the back left corner is back for its 2nd year in a row. It will have lots of fun activities, including arts and crafts, board games, taking a selfie with Louie and his girlfriend, along with some other activities. In the back of the hall are the posters. These are education related, and nurses can receive CNE credit by viewing and reading the posters. And then the stage on this right-hand side will host presentations by various exhibitors presenting about new products and services to assist orthopedic nurses in their day-to-day. In addition to these presentations, NAON will be hosting Orthopedic Olympics and the Passport to Prizes drawing here. So it's kind of a fun spot for nurses to check out what's going on. And then finally, we have 2 cyber stations, which will have laptops available for the nurses to use to enter in their information to receive their CNE credits and to browse the internet, check email, etc. Where will the Joint Connection be located? It will be in Exhibit Hall 2 of the Albuquerque Convention Center. The main entrance to the space will be on the corner of 2nd Street and Harris Boulevard, which is walking distance from all 3 conference hotels. So this will be like the main entrance area, and you'll walk in here, and the reg counters will be in this space, and then this will be the main entrance unit, and you'll walk into this hallway, and this is an open space into the hall. And then this walkway connects the 2 buildings of the Albuquerque Convention Center. So we'll have some breakout sessions here, and then on the other side, since it is 2 separate buildings, will be our general session. Move-in will begin on Friday, May 18th at 12 p.m. and will end on Saturday, May 19th at 1 o'clock. All exhibitors must be set by 1 p.m. on Saturday. The Joint Connection will then open at 2 o'clock. The Joint Connection hours I've listed here are the times the Joint Connection will be open to all attendees and exhibitors. On the next slide, I will review the dedicated exhibit hours. The purpose of the Joint Connection is to be available during all hours of Congress so the nurses have somewhere to go between sessions. Therefore, we have it open for several hours each day. But please note, you are not required You and your team are not required to be in your booth this entire time. And then move out will be on Monday from 12 o'clock to 5 o'clock. All exhibitors must be clear of the hall by 5. The dedicated exhibitor hours are as follows. Saturday from 2 to 4 p.m. This is a time for attendees to view the joint connection prior to the opening ceremony. We will have light snacks, tea, and lemonade available during this time. Saturday evening from 6:15 to 7:45 is the opening reception. There will be hors d'oeuvres available as well as the cash bar. Each full conference attendee will receive a drink ticket that they can use at either this reception or during the Congress party taking place on Sunday evening. On Sunday, the dedicated hours are from 1:15 to 3:15. There will be an ice cream break starting at 1:15 to encourage nurses to come back from lunch and spend time in the joint connection. And then finally, the last day of exhibits will take place on Monday from 10:30 to 12. On this day, we will host the NAON Mall, which consists of NAON chapters that sell various items to raise money for their local chapter. In addition, we will be doing the prize drawing for the Bones Bingo card game, as well as passport prizes. If your company is interested in participating in passport to prizes, this is a $500 add-on, and you can let myself or our sales director, Sarah, know. Passport to Prizes is a program where the nurses receive a passport card, and they have to collect stamps and answer all questions from participating exhibitors to be answered or to be entered into the drawing for great prizes such as Amex gift cards, Kindles, and more. And this is a great traffic driver for your booth, as all participating exhibitors have to submit a question in advance that the nurses will need to answer, which can lead to further discussions. Okay, so the exhibitor resource page, if you haven't been to it yet, it's a great tool to reference when you have questions. So you just go to the main NAON website, go to the events, find Congress, and then you click on Exhibit at Congress, and then the fourth bullet point, Exhibitor Resources. So I'm going to take you to that page really quick. So on here, you've got a few tools. At the top, you've got promotional opportunities. You can find our marketing kit, which I'll reference a little later, the NAON logo if you need to use it, and small web banners. There's also some general conference and exhibitor information, which includes housing and travel, critical dates and checklists, an FAQ page. This is where the newsletters are posted. So newsletters number 1 and 2 have been sent out. You need to add newsletter number 2 there for people to reference. Our hotel room blocks, the schedule, which I just went over, and then also a link to our service kit and exhibitor registration. So just some really great tools that are on the website. I do include this in my signature, so if you ever send an email to the inbox, you can always reference that, but you can navigate it through the NAON website, and like I said, I'm continually updating with information. That's where these slides will be posted along with this recording as well. Exhibitor registration is open. You should have received an email from Eric with our registration team. Included with your booth is 1 complimentary Joint Connection only registration badge. No one is automatically registered, so if you are going to the event, you will need to register yourself and anyone else from your team. And additional badges are $100 each. And the deadline to register is Friday, May 11th, so you've got a little bit of time there. Housing. If you have not done so already, be sure to book your housing. There are 3 official hotels for NAON, the Hyatt Regency, the DoubleTree, and the Hotel Andalus. All are within walking distance to the convention center. If you read on the FAQ page, the Hotel Andalus is a pretty unique property. So if you want kind of a unique experience when you're in Albuquerque, different from a standard hotel, this would be one to take a look at. An exhibit space. So here's a rendering of your booth at NAON. It will be a 10 by 10 booth with 8-foot high black back drape and 3-foot high black side drape with tuxedo carpet. Included is daily vacuuming of your booth along with 1 6-foot skirted table in black, 2 chairs, and 1 wastebasket. Please note if you've exhibited with NAON in the past, the booths used to be hardwall. They will no longer be hardwall, but rather standard pipe and drape used at most trade shows. So it should be similar to what you're used to from a look and feel standpoint. And then as a reminder, lead retrieval is not included with your exhibit package. If you would like to purchase a lead retrieval device for the NAON event, if you haven't done so already, please email Sarah at sappleton@orthonurse.org, and she will be more than happy to assist. A lead retrieval device can be purchased for $350. The general service contractor for the NAON Annual Congress is Freeman. NAON partners with Freeman each year to provide all exhibitors exhibitor services along with graphics and furnishings needed throughout the event. You should have received an email from Freeman with a link to the service kit. If you did not, please you can email me at exhibit@orthonurse.org and I will have it resent to you. And as a reminder, like I mentioned on the slide before, 1 6-foot table, 2 chairs, and a wastebasket along with carpet is included with your booth. Any audio, visual, electrical, floral, food and beverage, or other items you require will need to be ordered separately. Internet will be available within the joint connection. However, for mission critical items, we recommend ordering your own connection through the Albuquerque Convention Center. So if you are doing any demos in your booth or you need a dedicated line, I wouldn't rely on the complimentary Wi-Fi that we're providing to our attendees, just in case it's more for like browsing, email, and whatnot. So if it's mission critical, it'd be best to order that directly. And then the discount deadline for all services provided by Freeman specifically is, sorry, it's a typo, that would be Thursday, it's April 26th, which looks to be a Thursday. So small typo there. Okay. Shipping. It is highly recommended to ship your items to the warehouse well in advance of the show to ensure they arrive to your booth on time. Shipments will be accepted at the warehouse starting Tuesday, April 17th through Thursday, May 10th. Material arriving after May 10th will be received at the warehouse with an additional after deadline charge. So really recommend getting your items to the warehouse. This way, when Freeman moves in on that Thursday before the show, they can make sure all the freight is dropped in your booth on Friday. So when you come in for move-in, either Friday or Saturday, you can have access to all of your boxes and whatnot. Shipments need to arrive Monday through Friday between 8 and 3:30 p.m. to the warehouse. And then be sure to label all items using the label in the Exhibitor Service Kit, which looks like this label on the right-hand side here. And then direct-to-show site shipments cannot be delivered prior to Thursday, May 17th, as Freeman will not be at the facility to receive the package. If you attempt to ship something to arrive prior to May 17th, it will be turned away. So keep that in mind, that you want everything going to the warehouse, unless it's a last minute item, in which case they'll start receiving that on Thursday, May 17th. Exhibitor Marketing Kit, I referenced this when I highlighted the exhibitor resource page. The Exhibitor Marketing Kit is a kit that includes promotional items to help market your participation at the NAON 38th Annual Congress. These include email promotional messages, so you can personalize and send to all of your customers and or your company email distribution list, announcing that you're going to be at Congress. There's a template for blog and web copy to post to your website or if you have a blog. Press release, you can customize and send to your preferred media outlets. And then there are annual Congress web banners that you can use small and large to promote that you're going to be at the show, so it has that official show look. And I sent an email out on Wednesday, March 14th with the marketing kit information. But as I mentioned, you can also find it on the exhibitor resource page. A few upcoming deadlines. So you can start shipping to the Advance warehouse starting on Tuesday, April 17th. So start to get your items gathered and put together, and that is April 17th through Thursday, May 10th. After May 10th, there will be additional after deadline charges. And then Friday, April 20th, all exhibit space must be paid for in full. That's the final deadline. So if you haven't paid yet, please pay by that date. And I can always send an invoice if you need it, but I've been following up on that. And then the NAON Exhibitor Appointed Contractor EAC form, if you are using one, if you're just setting up your own booth, so you don't need to submit that form. And then be sure to book your hotel reservations by the state to receive the discounted room rates. Thursday, April 26th is the Freeman discount deadline date, so keep that in mind for carpet cleaning, material handling, exhibit transportation if you choose to use their services, and then also the NAON Exhibitor sponsored hospitality entertainment function request form. It's a big long name for it. But basically, if you're planning to do any hospitality outside of the exhibit hall, a form needs to be submitted so it's on our radar. And there are certain times that you can't host conflicting events. So be sure to take a look at that form if you are interested. Okay, So on that note, time for questions. Jordan, did we receive any questions from the group?
We have not received any questions, but if you want, we can give them 10 to 15 seconds to submit any questions that they have.
Yep, that'd be great. We'll give it a little bit of time here.
All right, it looks like we didn't get any questions in.
Okay. All right, on that note, for any questions that you might have, you can always call or email me at the exhibit@orthonurse.org. And then a recording of this webinar will be posted on the NAON Exhibitor resource page and included in our next exhibitor newsletter being sent mid-April. So thank you all for joining us and have a great rest of your day.